GamingFreak.com. Hello and welcome to the Sentinel Spotlight. So today we are looking obviously at the Sentinel, specifically looking at the Amarr Sentinel. I've only got that one to Proto. I don't have any other Amarr suits, or any other heavy suits, sorry. Any other heavy suits to 5. Yeah, so as you can see here, just trying to get a point for this domination, a point to then move from, and then we can drop down and get involved. So the Sentinel obviously doesn't have the largest jump range. Sorry about that. So this is where doing a bit of parkour can become useful for not giving away your position and for gaining nice position. And following that, you can see here it's a really good way of harassing the enemy without guaranteed death, in terms of you've got a massive buffer of hit points. Currently, Sentinels can pretty much fit anything they want to the suit without any issue. The only thing is with later they're going to be making changes to the Sentinel, and that'll mean it's going to become harder to fit them how you want to fit them. There's going to be trade-offs. This will be coupled with the armor changes that are coming in, and other changes that CCP have planned. That's a lot of equipment in that room, just there, as you can see. So yeah, the Sentinels right now are really easy to fit. You have an excessive amount of power grid and CPU, but as stated, this will change. So if you're looking to go into Sentinel, I would say wait for when these changes come in, and to see, what Sentinel you want to go for and what impact those changes will have on it. With a Sentinel, you gotta have either the HMG or Forge Gun. Those are the only two choices for heavy weapons. Or you can be one of those really annoying people who have a heavy suit with a light weapon, or sidearms are fine actually in my opinion, but with a light weapon I think it kind of shouldn't happen, but there's no scope at the moment for that to take place. Otherwise you're limiting a large portion of the player base to just 2 weapons, which again is wrong, is really harsh. So here you can see I'm mainly just using this Sentinel as a distraction tactic to keep them focused on this area and not always focused on that one area. And also, you can, as I said earlier, you can really take a lot of damage. My corp mate gave me a fright there. I was not ready for it. Yeah, so here they've got a really good stronghold, and we managed to keep them distracted for quite a while, and keep pushing closer and closer, keep funneling them into this enclosed space, which we start to get enclosed ourselves almost, but it actually we actually end up doing okay out of this situation. So it looks like there's not much going on, but what you can see going on here is, firstly, I think I survive a remote explosive, which is very lucky, thanks to I pretty much attribute that to the explosive resistance, and it wasn't right on me, that explosive. But whilst we're distracting them here, the blues and greens on the other side are really pushing into alpha so we're keeping them on 2 fronts. You can see there's remotes in there, there's fluxes going in, there's all kinds of stuff. We're forcing them to really take the corners of the, well, not corners, it's a round room, but you know what I mean. We're forcing them to take that stance. So now that we've got the blues really pushing in now, and the greens really pushing in, the Sentinel here becomes perfect. Tight spaces, and enclosed areas where you can make that spread of rounds really have a large impact. And yeah, again, just distracting, letting the blues, giving them a respite on the other side. So very soon you'll notice we stock up on ammo before we head off. We head out in a second, and we make our way into this ammo supply room to clear it of all the equipment that's in there. Now, a lot of people complain about equipment spam, but this was a lot of equipment spam, and we went in with fluxes and whatnot, and we took out a lot of this equipment. So I think although it's annoying, yes, but you just got to switch and make your way to the point, sorry, where you can take that equipment spam out, no problem, on by switching suit, or if you die, come back in a different suit that makes it possible for you to take that. So here I think I was using an advanced suit, I can't remember, but this was a really fun game because it was a tough one. It was a really tough game. But you see, with that distraction, we've now taken Alpha, and so now the blues can start pushing in from one angle, and we can start pushing in from another. So I go for the same route as before, and I catch some guys trying to come around, as you can see. Flux grenades as well work well with the Sentinel because of the HMG naturally takes out armor. So removing the shield will really help any situation you have where you need to strip that armor quickly and kill the person that's against you. So here I'm trying to be a bit of a human shield by going ahead. I don't know if you saw that remote on the ceiling there. It was pretty cool. So yeah, we start walking in now. We've got two heavies. So reps on one whilst the other one goes forward. Whilst the other one stays back normally, and then reps on the one that goes forward. And that's the routine. Then the one who steps back can reload. Yeah, and they're just spamming grenades like crazy in that room. It's obscene, and you can see why. They're trying to protect the spawn points they've got. So the Sentinel here, with all these grenades, with their natural explosive resistance and their ability to have a massive buffer. That grenade, by the way, was amazing. Went straight over us and killed our Logi behind us. So what we did here was we just decided to hold at this point until we could have Logi support again to move in properly in this room. But I think here without the heavy suits, this would have been almost impossible, because the explosive resistance to situations like this with so many grenades really made it feasible to move in properly, strip the armor, not get wrecked by remotes, and to basically keep them locked in that room whilst we wait for reinforcements, whilst other people, they can't grenade us that well. They were doing well, and they were using proto grenades or aurum grenades. But here you can see the sheer ability of the heavy suit to withstand, especially with reps with a Logi, to withstand so much damage from multiple people. It was quite fun to do this, to be honest. This was a really cool part of the game. So, and again, you can see those grenades coming over the top of us, and the other heavy goes forward whilst the second heavy is reloading. Here at this point, I think we were screaming for ammo though, because we needed quite a bit. So one man, I think, died. I can't remember, and then we thought they were about to take Alpha, but they didn't. So we started trying to I would call it stacking in a way. Stack heavies in an area and move them move them forward as one. So here we've got a blue and 2 greens in that area, and then we get orbitaled, which doesn't help. Luckily we got good uplinks down, so we spawn in. I spawn in directly on alpha, assuming the reds are going to try and run in and take it, and I think that's what a lot of the blues did. If there had been another orbital at this point, it probably would have wiped out a lot of the team at this point, because a lot of us spawned in here. So this is where I took a different approach. Rather than always focusing on that side, I went for the initial distraction technique again, of forcing the other angle. So now we had heavies on both sides to do this, and you can see the impact here with the reps, and the survivability is really nice. So they're now struggling. We're wiping out the equipment bit by bit, and they're struggling to really get the equipment down again. And it's at this point that we really start to push in and wipe them out. We noticed that they were starting to try and get more equipment down, so we spam the flux grenades. We take out the last remaining equipment, and we get the hack on this room. I then change suit, I think, and I get remote explosived, which is always fun when this happens, or shotgunned or something. I forget which one happened. I think it was remotes. Yeah, there's one there. Bam, I'm gone. So I was trying to do the same now that they were doing. Get those uplinks down, get those spawn points, because if another orbital comes in, we might lose majority of the spawn points. So we shot that, and it killed 2 people, so that's always good as well. Shot that remote explosive, sorry. So here you can see just doing what they were doing, getting those spawn points down. So the thing is, equipment spam, yes, it's annoying, and it can lag servers. Amazingly, this game wasn't lagging. No one in our group reported any lag, which was nice. So yeah, we didn't put down nano hives though in that room, just the uplinks. And yeah, so finding a different point as well that will be away from that area if needs be, for perhaps a different situation. I think I'd die again when I try to change suit again, which is, it's like they're waiting for me, I think I get shotgunned or something. Yeah, I think that's what happened anyway. I forget. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know if I died. No, I nearly died, that's what happened. Yeah, I can't believe I survived that, it was obscene. And then from this point I was violently paranoid that I was going to get remoted again or something. But we had a Logi, which was nice. So yeah, the Sentinel, let me know which is your favorite. Right now, at this point in time, pre-changes to power grid, CPU and armor, I think that the Galente Sentinel is clearly the best. But I think the Amarr Sentinel is still extremely versatile. And seriously, how fast was that guy? It's insane. But yeah, the Galente Sentinel is clearly the best, with 2 armor resists, biggest armor tank, inherent armor reps, even though they're not massive, but still they are inherent in the actual suit. Awesome grenade there from Nitro. But yeah, it's one of those things, things will change over time, and I'm sure as Legion comes around, the suits will maintain a different kind of balance. So it'll be interesting to see. If it wouldn't surprise me if they're getting the balance correct in Dust before they even think about moving the same IP to Legion, because doing that will mean that Legion will be balanced from the get-go. So I'm sure you'll see the rest of the weapons come in, potentially anyway, before they do balance it. And it would make sense. It would be a good idea to do that, balance everything, and then move it across, or copy and paste it across, essentially. So let me know what you guys think, what your favorite Sentinel is, if you even use Sentinel, or what you like to do, what your fittings are, etc., etc., etc. So that was not an epic game for kills, but it was a fun game, you know, with a lot of tactics, with distracting and whatnot. So just want to say thanks, guys, and bye!